the missing color. Speak to the children of Israel. Tell them to make tassels on the corners of their garments throughout their generations, and to put a blue thread in the tassels of the corners. And you shall have the tassel, that you may look upon it and remember all the commandments of the Lord and do them, and that you may not follow the harlotry to which your own heart and your own eyes are inclined, and that you may remember and do all my commandments, and be holy for your God. Numbers 15, verses 38 to 40. There is a narrative of divine heartbreak running throughout the pages of the Bible. Ezekiel 16, God describes his people as an unwanted baby girl he found cast aside in the wilderness. He takes her home, washes her off, raises her, and she is destined to be the bride of Christ. The same story emerges in the New Testament as Paul reminds the church in Corinth, "For I have betrothed you to the one husband, that I may present you as a chaste virgin to Christ." In both the Old and New Testaments, the bride is found unfaithful. But you trusted in your own beauty, played the harlot because of your fame. God tells Israel. The New Testament church followed the same path as she moved past the era of Constantine, eventually departing from the faith so widely that she is depicted as a prostitute in the book of Revelation. The woman was arrayed in purple and scarlet, and adorned with gold and precious stones and pearls, having in her hand a golden cup full of abominations and the filthiness of her fornication. There's a fascinating detail in the description of Revelation 17. The woman, representing the church, which is easy to miss if you're not looking closely. She is described wearing two colors, purple and scarlet, both of which make appearances in the threads used to create the Old Testament sanctuary. To many, the woman has the appearance of being God's people. She expects and demands worship. But there was a third color in the threads that is noticeably absent in this unfaithful woman's garment. Blue. Why would the color blue be left out of the unfaithful woman's clothing? It represents the law of God, the essential foundation of God's throne and the covenant with his people. The Israelites were told to place a blue thread in the tassels of the corners of their garments to remind them to keep God's commandments. There are voices today that suggest God is not interested in the commandment-keeping people. But those voices are coming from the wrong woman, the one presented as a stark contrast to the people who keep the commandments of God and the faith of Jesus.